Hi guys, today we will write a program that simulates the situation that many of you are waiting for, because we are going to write a game about killing zombies. So what it is going to look like? Well, first of all, we are going to create a hero, our savior of the world. And our hero will meet his enemy, Mr. Zombie. And obviously they are going to fight, and one of them will be soon dead. Well, if the dead one will be our hero, well, the game is over, the world won't be saved. What if our hero will kill Mr. Zombie? Well, there'll be another one, and another one after the previous one. So it's just a matter of time when our hero will be killed. The question is, how many zombies will he be able to kill before he dies? Okay, so let's go to the fighting system. We are going to give both sides 3 attributes: strength, speed and accuracy. Imagine the real life situation. You have met Mr. Zombie. Well, if you are stronger, faster and more accurate than him, you will probably kill him with ease. But what will happen if you will be better than him only in 2 aspects? Well, let's assume that you will kill him too. But if he will be better than you in 2 aspects, or you will be even in 2 aspects, well, experienced by the Walking Dead series, you know what is going to happen, unfortunately. So, at the beginning of the game, let's give our hero 20 points of attributes. And now we can assign them to strength, speed, or accuracy. For example, let's give our hero 5 points of strength, and there's 15 points left to assign, so let's give 2 points to speed, and the rest of the points will be automatically assigned to the accuracy. What about the zombies? We are going to give them a little bit less points than to our hero. We are going to give them, for example, 15 points, and we would like to generate their stats randomly. So, enough theory, let's get to practice. As I said, first we need to create our hero and the zombie. So we need to create 2 objects, and the best way in Python programming to do such thing is using the classes. By using the classes, we will make a model of our character and zombie and assign a group of features to that models. Well, you may say that we are going to create only 2 objects, and is there a need for using the classes? Well, imagine that you are designing a sports game. Creating a different models for each one of League's players would be a torture. But it is much easier to create a class of player with group of attributes, and then we can make a whole league of players simply by assigning the attributes to the class, and it will give us completely different players. First, let's create a class for our character. Remember about the initialization and that you have to assign argument self to it, and the other argument for our class will be its name. But wait a second, I said that we are going to give 3 arguments to our character: strength, speed and accuracy. So where are they? We are going to give them to the character by an input function. But first, no, easy, I'm not going to do this. Instead of making a selfie, I'm going to make an amount of points that we will be able to give to our character. So, as I said in the theory section, our amount of points will be equal to 20. And so let's go to the input functions. Remember that if you are assigning a value inside the class because you want that value to be connected only in this particular class, you need to code it by writing self.variable. In our case, it will be self.strength. And our variable will be added by an input functions. We'll first give the player information of how many points does he have left, and then we will ask him to add the value of strength points to his character. I forgot that we shall stick our arguments together, so let's make an empty list for them, and we shall simply add each one of our attributes to the empty list, and we can accomplish that by using the append function. Remember that we have to decrement our value of points, so we will simply subtract the value of strength from the value of our points, and let's move on to the speed points. It will work exactly the same way as it worked with the strength point. We are just gonna change the name of the variable and add extra message that the rest of the points will be added as the points of accuracy. Remember about the decrementation, and as I said, we are gonna assign the rest of our points into the value of accuracy. Okay, so let's look at our class. The name of our hero, we've got his total points of attributes, we've got his strength, his speed and his accuracy, so I think it's all. Our class for character is finished. Now let's create a class for our enemy. Let's think what will be the difference between this class and the class of our character. Well, we said that we don't want to input the attributes of zombie. We would like the program to do it for us randomly. So let's initialize the variables. Of course, our zombie don't need a name. As we said, his points will be equal to 15. Of course, you can change it if you want. How can we generate the attributes of zombie randomly? Well, we will simply order the program to pick random value in range of 0 to the value of zombie's points, and it will be the zombie's strength. Remember to import the random module every time you use any random function. From this part of the code, there is no difference between the class of the enemy and the class of our character. We can say that the only difference between both classes is the fact that we are giving the attributes to our character by ourselves, and the attributes of the zombies are generated randomly. And it works the same way in all kinds of games. We create a hero, we give him statistics, attributes, or what would you like to call it, and all of his enemies are created by the computer. In order to check if our code works, we will make a short example function that will create our character, create an enemy. It will also print their attributes. Okay, let's check if it works. We are gonna give our character 12 points of strength and 4 points of speed. The rest is accuracy, and as you can see, it printed out the stats of our hero and the stats of our enemy. Okay, so let's move on to the fighting system. We define the new game function. It will of course start the game. Let's skip global variables for now and let's make a variable name. It will be a name of our character. We will give it to the program by an input function, of course. And now we will like the program to create our hero. So we will create it by the class that we have made already, and we will also use the name of our character to create that class. So the program will create our character. Now let's order him to create also our enemy. And at the beginning I said that we would like to know how many zombies will our character be able to kill. So let's make a kill counter. At the beginning the kill value will be equal to 0, of course. Let's assign them to the global variables. At the beginning of the game our chances to survive is equal to 0. Now we will meet our zombie. For each of the parameters in which we will be better than the zombie, our chance to survive will increase by 1. How can we do that? We will simply use the for function, and for each element of the list with our statistics, we will check if that element is greater than the element with the same index in the list with zombie stats. If it is, our chance to survive will increase by 1. So in the theoretical part of the video we said that if we will be better than the zombie in 2 aspects, we will kill him. In other words, if our chances to survive will be greater than 1, we will kill that zombie and the game will continue. Else, unfortunately, the zombie will kill us and the game is over. We will print the message that our character has died. If we will be lucky enough to kill that zombie, as I said before, our game will continue. So now we define the function continuation. And it's pretty similar to the function that starts the game. Let's think about our program. When our character will meet a zombie, they will fight. And then we need some kind of information who was the winner of this fight. And so we would like to build some tension. But unfortunately the Codesculptor doesn't cooperate with the function sleep, so we're gonna use a little trick. We are going to use the input function to inform the player that our character killed the zombie, and we will ask him to press enter for the next round. We will order the program to generate the new enemy as soon as the player will hit the enter button. Of course it will be a new enemy with new statistics generated randomly by the computer. Our chances to survive are equal 0 again, unfortunately, but our kills counter increased. So the rest of the code is pretty much the same as it was in the new game function. Again, we meet the zombie, we fight with him. If our chances to survive are greater than 1, we continue the game. If they are smaller than 1 or equal to 1, unfortunately our hero will die. But now we can print that he already killed some zombies then. Okay, so we have got our character, our enemy, our fighting system, so our program is finished. Now let's call the new game function. After the game we will also print the attributes of our character and the zombie that killed our character. Of course we need to assign the variables name, hero and enemy into the global variables. And I think it's all. Let's try if our program works correctly. Let's give our character some strength, some speed. Oh, and let's try to kill some zombies. Wow, it says that Rick has got one. Okay, let's try with another one. Yes, we've got him. Okay, another one. Well, now he killed Rick. Let's try with another character. Let's call him Tom. Okay, so let's go. Okay, Tom has killed the zombie. Tom has killed the zombie again, and the zombie has killed Tom. So I hope you will be better at this game than I am. So we've got our program. I know that you are probably a little bit disappointed because you were expecting some kind of great visualization and other cool stuff, but I just wanted to show you how you can create a simple game, and I leave it to you to make it even better game. You can, for example, make a class that will represent an item for the character. It will improve his statistics. Or you can create the experience system. For example, you will be able to give 1 point to your character after he will kill the zombie. Or you can create new fighting system. Think about sports game. Here we've got striker and the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper has attributes of diving and reflex, and the striker has attribute of shot power and accuracy. So if the sum of attributes of the striker is greater than the sum of attributes of goalkeeper, he will simply beat him. I hope that now you will know why I focused so much on the theoretical side of this program. I leave the visualizing effects and other stuff to you, so unlimit yourself and remember that in programming not even the sky is a limit.